Only the Brave.
Only the Brave is a story of the...
What's up, everybody? I'm Norb.
And I'm Mike.
And we are the
Parking Lot Movie Guys.
We are here at the Issaquah Highlands 12 Theater.
This is our second show, and I felt I needed to start decorating our set a little bit. And being that Halloween is just around the corner, I brought in our friend Jack.
That's right.
To just keep us company in the back while we do this little movie review.
All right, and the movie we're going to be reviewing tonight is Only the Brave.
Starring Josh Brolin, Miles Teller, Taylor Kitsch, Jennifer Connelly, Jeff Bridges, directed by Joseph Kosinski, who also did Tron Legacy, another of my favorite films. And yours too.
Yes, I love the original Tron.
Anyway,
Only the Brave is basically the story of the Granite Mountain Hotshots firefighting team. And those are the guys who go into the front lines of the forest fires, trying to stop the fire from spreading. And it's about this team based on a true story that takes place in Arizona in the tragic fire where 19 of these firefighters lost their lives. And this movie is basically a dramatization of what happened and a tribute to those 19 firefighters.
I am thrilled that they do movies honoring and respecting people that gave their lives trying to save others. There have been a long line of those movies lately. Patriots Day, Deepwater Horizon, two I both liked very much. I have nothing but respect for the people who do these dangerous jobs. People should see this. It's a way to respect and honor those who die. And there's nothing you can do greater than to see a movie like this and do that for them. The movie was good. It wasn't perfect. There were definitely things with this movie that I think could have been done better.
I actually came in there with blinders on because I really tried to avoid anything about this movie, so I didn't even know what the ending was going to be. All I knew is that this movie was pretty highly rated on Rotten Tomatoes, so I had a very high bar, even though I didn't have much expectations for the movie.
When Norb and I were sitting in the theater, I said, well, you know how it ends, right? Norb's like,
I said, I don't.
No.
I didn't read anything about it. So
well, I certainly am not going to tell you.
So I didn't realize the tragedy that awaited. I thought the actors who they had, really good cast. And I think for the most part, the actors did a really good job. I thought the cinematography was good. A lot of times I kept looking going, wow, it looks like they're really shooting during a forest fire. I was wondering, did they maybe actually shoot some aerial stuff with these guys with a real fire, going on? Or was this just really good special effects? And the fact that I didn't know for sure meant that, okay, they got me guessing. They got me thinking. Since Mike's a visual effects guy, what were your thoughts on the visual effects?
I thought they were very well done. As far as the fires, I have no idea when it was created and when it wasn't. Very excellent. But I will say, actually, the best visual effects of all were the tribute to the families during the credits. They did this very nice thing where they used photos and moving film in a very cool way to show the families, their children. Pictures moved in and out of focus, a weathered look. Very nice. I thought that was well done. I was really hoping at the end, and I'm going to compare this to Patriots Day, they actually had real interviews with the real people, not the actors, the people that actually were portrayed in the film. And I loved seeing these real people and listening to their thoughts and hearing what they had to say. It gave me inspiration. And so at the end of this movie, I was hoping that I might see some interviews with friends or family of the ones who were lost, so I could really feel like I could connect with them. Sadly, they didn't do that. Was hoping they would.
Musically for this movie, I felt like it was an appropriate score. It was pretty understated. It didn't try to make itself too out there to where you're noticing the music. It's definitely not the Hans Zimmer approach. It was more of the toned down, let's just kind of atmospherically and sounding the way it needs to. The most noticeable part of the movie was the very beginning shot when there was a little bit of sound design. It's actually the first time we see that burning bear running graphic, and they had kind of a combination of sort of digital growling sound along with this sonic kind of score. It was actually the only time that it felt a little bit kind of experimental. After that, it became just appropriate background. Anytime there's a based on a true story, it's always a little bit tricky because you don't know how much of the story is truly how these characters are, or they make up things just to make the characters a little more emotionally interesting. I felt a little bit like, I don't know, this is really how it happened. I felt like I was being emotionally manipulated because they want me to feel something for this character. It starts in the bottom and then at the end he comes out being more heroic. So it had me questioning that, is this really real, or was it something that the screenwriters just kind of built in to give us that little bit of tension, some drama to build up the character.
Well, and actually, to add to what you're saying, I'm comparing to Deepwater Horizon and Patriots Day. Both of those movies had bad guys. Patriots Day, it was the terrorists. Deepwater Horizon, it was the oil company. So this movie didn't have a bad guy. I mean, you could kind of say the fire is the bad guy,
yeah.
but I think what they decided is since there are no bad guys, they had to create tension between characters to make you feel like, well, this person's not very nice, and so we're gonna make him mean. It felt forced.
Yeah, it did.
And you knew right away they were gonna become friends at the end. It was way too obvious, and that was disappointing.
They're gonna start by hating each other, and by the end, they're like blood brothers, you know? So maybe it really happened in real life, but I would probably venture to say that this is probably a Hollywood touch.
Well, should we give our finger review?
All right, let's do it.
1, 2, 3.
3 out of 5. Go see it.
3 fingers and go see it.
Wasn't fantastic, but it wasn't bad either.
Well, before we wrap it up, I've got a little surprise for Norb. Being Halloween and all that. Norm and I love Stranger Things. If you haven't seen Stranger Things, you're missing out. Season 1 was terrific, and
great.
Season 2 starts next Friday.
Great show.
It's on Netflix, but they actually released Season 1 on Blu-ray this week, and I saw an article about the packaging, and I had to get it. And Norb hasn't seen this, and so I want to get...
I have no idea what he's talking
I
about.
want to get Norb's reaction to the Stranger Things
Oh, that's awesome.
Blu-ray. So show it to the
That's great.
people and talk about it as you're soaking this in, what they did.
This is cool.
This is packaging done right.
Obviously, clearly, you can tell what this is supposed to be. VHS hi-fi. That's awesome.
Oh, it gets better.
That's great. VHS tape right there. Even with the spine label. That's awesome.
And then they got the little sticker that says "Be kind, rewind."
That's
They've
really
got
cool.
everything.
The bottom of the cassette. That's great. I want to take it off, but it won't come off.
I know. It's
That's really cool.
So this is a Target exclusive. You can only get this at Target. If you like Stranger Things, this is a must-buy. I mean, this is packaging at its best. I've never seen anything like this.
So they even have the weathered, beaten-up corners
Exactly.
of the VHS already pre-done for you before you wear it out yourself.
If you'd like us to do a Stranger Things review, please say so in the comments.
Yes,
And
that's
if
right.
enough people are interested, I think we can probably do that.
We want to review the movies that you guys want to see. Please sub to our channel, like, comment, and share, and all that good stuff, because it'll help us keep things going. We want to hear from you guys. We're doing it for you. So until next time, I'm Norb,
And I'm Mike,
and we are
the Parking Lot Movie Guys.